You ready to go? You ready? Let's go. Okay, I just have to tell you, I have this stick. Good morning. I have this stick. Right away, a squirrel. Where did he go? Odie! Odin! Come. I have this stick. It's a really great stick. It looks really great. But it keeps falling. And I mean, it's great because it's very light. But I don't think either. I don't know how to use it. Or it is a shitty stick. So good morning. Start over. Good morning. As you can see, the sun is just coming up. And I'm finally doing it. I'm finally doing it. What am I doing, you ask? I finally got up. And I'm finally going for my walk in the morning. I haven't been able to. Odin! He sees something. Odin! Yeah, morning walks are a little bit more, I would say, they're just a little bit more dangerous out here because really there could be anything out here. Minus bears right now. This is the good time of year where there's no bears. Odin. What do you see? Come. Let's go. And anyway, so I'm a little bit more on high alert until I get used to sort of walking. When I first moved out here, what's really funny is when I first moved out here, I was scared to go at all because I was afraid to run into an animal. And as time passes, you're less scared. Come. But still, you should be very cautious. But anyway, it's much better, but I want him close. And I just want to say that I finally got up this morning. I've failed for 3 weeks to get up. I just couldn't do it. For some reason, I couldn't do it. I sleep with my window open, like not wide open, but I leave it a crack because then my husband cries the blues. And so it's much better sleeping when you sleep with the window open and you have this kind of weather, you know, minus 20, minus 30. I think this morning was like minus 20. But it's a different kind of cold. I've got Vaseline on my face. So like my cheeks are sticking to my eyeglasses. Come on. And I finally got up. I finally journaled in the morning. Today I feel really good. Oh! because I actually did what I said I was going to do. I kept my promise to myself, although there is a caveat. I will tell you that I woke up, it was like 5:30, and I'm like, I'm not getting up an hour earlier than I said I was going to wake up. So I stayed in bed for a little bit while longer. And then I ended up waking up at 6:30 or whatever, but still, I got out of bed, I closed my window, because I kind of think maybe it's my window issue, because when I'm in my warm bed, I don't really want to get out into the freezing air. And so I think that's what it was. I think maybe that's what it was. So then when I closed my window, so I decided I'm going to go quickly to the bathroom. When I went to the bathroom, I closed my window, so it was much warmer in the bedroom when it was time for me to wake up. Anyways, the reason why I want to do it is when I used to live down south, I used to work out 5 days a week. And I used to get up at 5 in the morning. I was crazy, actually, now thinking about it. I used to get up at 5 in the morning. I used to work out 5 days a week. After my workout, I'd go take a cold shower. And now I do nothing. I wake up whenever, usually it's around 8. And I've said to myself that I'm going to, when I move up here, I'm going to read more. I'm going to journal more. I'm going to start my YouTube channel. About what? I don't know. About nothing. But that's not the point. The point is I promised myself I would. Okay, so I got the YouTube channel. I'm still not as consistent as I wish I was. And, you know, I just don't know how people do it when it's like, when they stick to it religiously. Like, I think I'm a pretty good stick-to person. I don't know how to even say that. But I get, you know what happens? I can't do routines for very long. I have to break them for some reason. Routines for me are so monotonous that, like, I've realized that that's just not me. I'm forcing something that isn't me when I do routine. Like, my best friend and my husband can do a routine for 15 years straight. Odie! Look at this. It's way down there. Well, how deep the snow is. It's crazy. And so, but I'm not very good with the whole doing the same thing for 15 years. I just can't do it. I've got to have something different. Like, I can do something for a little while, like, say, a few years. Oh, you guys are so dirty. I'm so sorry. Whew. I hope that's better, but because I don't have my little thing here. Oh, it's a good thing the dog is getting a little bit of steps in for me here. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I'm literally a trailblazer here. And look at how deep that thing is. Odie, you're so far away. And so today is my first day of getting out and doing my actual walk. Doing my actual exercise in the morning, because this is the exercise that I want. And then once I get good at it, my hope is to do stretching before I come out, before I do my walk. Get back to stretching. Oh my gosh. Odie, you're going to, oh my God, I don't think I want to walk this far. Yeah, tomorrow I'll just be dead, and then I'm not going to want to wake up, because today I'm still rusty. I'm very rusty. You know, when you stop doing all exercise, I mean, I stopped doing exercises, close to 2 years now. I haven't exercised, like physically sitting down and doing an exercise routine. And to be honest, what starts happening, or at least in my body, is I start deteriorating quickly. My mom doesn't agree because she says, you know, I do work physically, like I do physical things, it's true, but I'm doing the same thing over and over, and I'm not really doing actively stretching in certain parts, like stretching my back, lengthening my hamstrings, because what happens when we get older, our hamstrings and our hip flexors, like I'm starting to find that my hip flexors are really tight. Never had tight hip flexors before. So I'm literally going back to the time where it was a really hard time in my life. This is before my cousin was sick. There was just a really dark time in my life, and I remember I stopped everything. I stopped doing yoga, I stopped doing belly dance, I stopped doing everything. And I went to the doctor because I was in so much pain. My neck hurt, my shoulder hurt. And the doctor said, well, what is that? The heck is that? Do you guys hear that? My doctor basically said, you're rusting. Oh, I don't know if you can see this. I can't see him in here. It's a huge woodpecker. And I laughed because I thought it was kind of funny. But he said to me, no, your body is used to movement, and all of our bodies should be moving. But your body is used to rigorous movement, and you stopped everything. And this was like 10, 15 years ago. So I'm rusting again because I guess it takes about 2 years for me of not really active, not active movement, but you know, precise move, not precise movement. What's the word? When it's a mindful movement of your body when you do certain stretches, whether you do planks or whether you do squats, or it makes so much noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but these things are really important to do on a daily basis, and maybe not work out 5 days a week because that's too much. Like my girlfriend still works out 5 days a week. She's really regimented. I am not. And it's funny because I don't think that 5 days a week is right anymore, especially at my age. Not that I'm saying I'm old, but at my age, I don't think you should be doing Odin 5 days a week. It's too much. And there is such a thing as wear and tear on our bodies. And I do believe that walking 5 days a week or 7 days a week, you want to walk, I think that's an exercise you can do. We were built for that. But to do rigorous exercises 5 days a week on top of your 40-hour-a-week job, and on top of children, and on top of stress, because in our world we have bears chasing us all the time, even though we can't see them. Odin, come! And I have started successfully, first day, coming out in the morning before. You coming? Come on. I hear him doing something, but I don't. Odin! He doesn't listen to me at all. And I feel that we each got to start somewhere again, even if we fall off the wagon. And I've fallen off so many wagons. I should know better than to beat myself up. So I'm resting, and I figured videoing is a perfect way to keep me in check. So I think that it's going to be wild, but if I can continue, which I plan to, then I guess I'll be able to better set a rhythm for my YouTube channel, because I figured this can be a couple of wins. First of all, I can get better at talking to you guys, because I know I meander. But isn't that how we are? Like when we get together with friends, we just talk. We don't script things. We don't. Come on! Come! Let's go! Here he comes. Come on! Come on! Silly dog. Come on. Good boy. Okay, come on. Let's go. You can go ahead of me again. And I don't really want to, my husband the other day said, do you like script things, or just do you pull things out of your butt? And I'm like, I guess I pull things out of my butt. But it's not pulling things out of my butt. It's basically like me talking to you, or me talking to myself currently, about things that I think. And naturally, if you were to get together with friends, which is, not scripted, you don't, maybe scripted in the sense that you decide what time you're going to get together and where. But other than that, when you talk, it flows out of you and your thoughts come out, and you process the data that's coming out of your mouth. And because it's kind of, I would imagine it's kind of like filtering through filters as it comes out, in words, you're actually bringing your thoughts forward. And sometimes, when you say stuff and it comes out of your mouth, you're like, yeah, I don't know if I really think that, or if I thought that, but now that it came out, it doesn't feel right. Have you guys ever had that, where you say something and it's really not actually, it doesn't sit right. It just, it sounded better in your head. And then when you say it, you're like, yeah, no, maybe I don't think that. No, actually. And that's what I think the beauty of talking out loud is all about. And I think that's the premise of my channel, is that we're working through our thoughts, or at least I'm working through my thoughts. And I'm also keeping myself accountable, because, to keep myself going and to keep getting up and deciding, okay, I'm going to pick up the camera, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm going to go for a walk. I have someone watching, even though no one's watching. And it's kind of like me making it harder for me to not, look how deep this. Oh, see, this thing is cockeyed. Like, it's so stupid. Look at it. I just don't know how to work these things. It's so frustrating. Like, if anybody has any tips, it's like, this is like, oh, I see. I think maybe this has to be a little tighter, maybe. Oh, I might have screwed things up. Okay, is that better? I don't know. But look at how deep it is here. It's pretty deep. Are you waiting for Grandma? You waiting? You're such a good boy. So accountability is I find a big feature of YouTube. And isn't it awful that we're in a time where a camera is keeping us accountable as opposed to our friends and family? We are so not only are we all rusting, because we are all rusting, and some of us are just recognizing it. Sorry, it's loud. Some of us are recognizing it, and some of us are not. Some of us just go to the doctor, and the doctor will give them some sort of pill or another, and they just take pills, and then they go back on the couch, and they don't take accountability. But it is pretty sad that I'm resting, because this is this is probably the first time that I've been so out of shape, besides that one time 15 years ago when my doctor made me laugh. And actually I'm at my highest weight, but I'm very healthy. Like, I have really good muscle mass, even though I don't work out. I feel fairly toned, even though I don't work out. But I am sore. Like, my joints don't like being still. And I will tell you that doing this YouTube has made me realize a few things that are really sad. One being that I'm looking for friends on the internet of like-minded thinking. Because if you think about it, it's sad that we're so divided that we can't find solace in people around us. Oh, I want you to see this. Look how beautiful that is. Oh. Oh, God is a wondrous artist. Look at how beautiful that looks. It's magic. Listen to that wind. This is morning glory. This is morning glory. Not the muffin. The muffin version stole the morning glory. I have to say, I feel really good today. There's a girl I watch. She's really young. She's really cute. And I think she's really smart, because I wish that I wasn't such a procrastinator. Had I not procrastinated 15 plus years ago, I would have already had a YouTube channel. I would have already had this all down pat. I wouldn't be just learning all of the ins and outs. I mean, I'm on the internet figuring stuff out. And that's another thing. Like, I have to get out and do more outdoors things. And this girl, Isabel, she's always outside. And it's funny because, you know, when she sees this, she's always in awe. And I think that's a smart person. She's young, but she's really smart. And it's funny because sometimes when we get older, we don't want to look at younger people as being smarter than us, but there are so many younger people that are smarter than us. And there's so many older people that are kind of dumber than us. But I will tell you that this morning was not easy to get up, but I did get up. I'm finally walking. And this is day 1, so tomorrow we'll see if day 2 arrives. I'll have to start counting. My face is frozen. Okay, I was waiting to see. Oh, I was waiting if we're gonna go further or not. Odin, come on. We are not going further. We are starting slow so I don't burn my face. Because it really is cold here. It's not, you know, my face is starting to burn, even though I have Vaseline. So thanks for coming on my de-rusting first successful walk. And like I said, if you are at home and your life is a sitting life, working, sitting, and coming home and sitting, get out there. Even if you live in the city, get out for a walk. Don't let your dog go in the backyard like I did before. Take him for a walk. They really need it. If you take the responsibility of a dog, you should take him out for a walk. But it's not only good for the dog, it's good for you as well. So if you're rusting like me, get out there and look at the beautiful sun in the morning. There is something to be said in the morning. It's really crazy, but even with freezing temperatures like this, I am motivated for tomorrow. So let's see if I can keep my word to myself. And I appreciate that you guys are sitting here watching over me. Oh, he's sitting and waiting. Anyways, that's it for this morning. You guys have a lovely day. Hopefully it's sunny where you are. Mwah. Waiting, is it cold? Is it cold? Your paws are cold, huh? Let's go inside.